Oh, this is it's December 12th, 2018. I'm wearing this festive shirt. I bought it at the thrift shop Sunday. People keep telling me they like it, and I like it. When I saw it, I said I will never see this shirt again, so I better get it. Anyway, it's got bears and moose and deer. In any case, I'm going to read you two brief sections from two books written 53 years apart. Listen to this. This involves an elderly man and his friend, and they've been put to digging potatoes in Tahiti. It's from the novel Omoo by Herman Melville. Now, though the pulling of weeds was considered by our employers an easy occupation, for which reason they had assigned it to us, and although as a garden recreation it may be pleasant enough for those who like it, still long persisted in, the business becomes excessively irksome. Nevertheless, we toiled away for some time, until the doctor, who from his height was obliged to stoop at a very acute angle, suddenly sprang upright, and with one hand propping his spinal column, exclaimed, "Oh, that one's joints were but provided with holes to drop a little oil through." Vain as the aspiration was for this proposed improvement upon our species, I cordially responded thereto, for every vertebra in my spine was articulating its sympathy. Speaking of sympathy, listen to the sympathy of the character introduced right here. ... Scarecrow, while Toto barked sharply and made a map at the tin legs which hurt his teeth. "Did you groan?" asked Dorothy. "Yes," answered the Tin Man, "I did. I've been groaning for more than a year, and no one has ever heard me before or come to help me." "What can I do for you?" she inquired softly, for she was moved by the sad voice in which the man spoke. "Get an oil can and oil my joints," he answered. "They are rusted so badly that I cannot move them at all. If I am well oiled, I shall soon be all right again. You will find an oil can on a shelf in my cottage." Dorothy at once ran back to the cottage and found the oil can, and then she returned and asked anxiously, "Where are your joints?" "Oil my neck first," replied the Tin Woodman. So she oiled it, and as it was quite badly rusted, the Scarecrow took hold of the tin head and moved it gently from side to side until it worked freely, and then the man could turn it himself. "Now oil the joints in my arms," he said, and Dorothy oiled them, and the Scarecrow bent them carefully until they were quite free from rust and as good as new. Again, tall, elderly doctor. Nevertheless, we toiled away for some time until the doctor, who from his height was obliged to stoop at a very acute angle, suddenly sprang upright, and with one hand propping his spinal column, exclaimed, "Oh, that one's joints were but provided with holes to drop a little oil through." Vain as the aspiration was for this proposed improvement upon our species, I cordially responded thereto, for every vertebra in my spine was articulating its sympathy. Now, how does the literary imagination work? The Wizard of Oz is a fantasy. Melville, at the time The Wizard of Oz was written, had been dead about 10 years, but was known mainly for books before Moby Dick, books of exotic travel. And L. Frank Baum, a newspaper reporter, might have been aware of Melville. He had been popular early in his lifetime. Moby Dick sunk his fate, and he lost popularity. Nevertheless, he wrote about exotic places, and it's not that typical for someone to say, "Oh, I wish they could oil my joints." But in any case, say he read that one line and perhaps just an idea sprang forth. Maybe not. In any case, it's Literature 101.2, and it's an odd coincidence, I'll give you that.